Hey team, just Rowan here, and I am working on a House Fight Durable comic. You probably can see it labeled. I do this comic, I upload it every week on Fridays, and I I had this joke in my mind for a little while. There's what do you call it, slang? I guess from like the 1920s, when you call something the bee's knees, it means it's really great. And so I this might have been Rob's idea, actually. I don't know. One of us decided that a bee should question what's neat about the bee's knees. What's so great about it? And so you can see my lovely sketches. And now I'm going to try to draw a flower. I'm going to succeed. I'm going to succeed to draw a flower. And the flower doesn't mean anything. It's inconsequential to the plot. Can you call this a plot? Sure. It'll be by the bee's knees. I actually really like the sketch of the bee in that first panel, but I didn't want to keep it that way. Obviously, it does change. So the head, I wanted the fluffy nature of the bee, and I wanted it to be sort of realistic, but at the same time, like, this is not where antennae go. This is not... It needs to read as bee, while still being kind of cartoony, and not looking like an alien. And so it's finding the balance there. I don't know that I normally draw all of the legs, but every now and then I do like a weirdly realistic insect or bug or whatever. And so this wound up in that category of just, let's just make it at least somewhat realistic. Again, not as realistic as it could have been. And I put some of the legs on different layers, so that I can easily move them around and reshape them and not be messing with the other ones I just drew. That's a hot tip for me. Use layers. But also do as I say, not as I do. Label your layers. I very rarely label anything, and that's bad. You should label your things. All of your things, but layers included. I just don't. Yeah, I'm trying to do like a human expression with this creature I'm drawing that doesn't have, like, a face, per se. So it has to all be in gesture. And I wanted the leg that was a close-up to have some kind of texture to it. But I didn't want to go too crazy. I could have made it, like, furry, but, I just want texture. And again, the labels, they help. They help when you have them. None of my layers have labels. And as a result, I have to click through all of them to try to figure out what I'm actually looking at any given time. Don't be like me. Then I have to draw the same bee again, as close as I can. He wound up looking, she, bee, gender is bee, wound up looking really alien. And so moving the one eye is going to help, you'll see. And again, this isn't where antennae go. They go more like lower toward between the eyes, But I'm going cartoony, I'm going easy to read. You understand this is a bee creature of some kind. Yes. Reshape the face a little. I'm gonna make this whole thing a little smaller, but the fuzziness, I'm just trying to keep it the same-ish. And for the record, this is what I've drawn a bee like before, right? I could have done this again. There is no reason I couldn't have made him just a chunky, round, very cartoony. I've drawn other bees that looked really distressed, and again, they were very simple. But for this one, I wanted him to be, I don't know, a little more, not dramatic, but elegant, I suppose? I'm gonna use the word elegant for my bee. And I don't know where I'm putting these legs. I don't think they're going in the right places, but you know what? It's my comic. I can do what I want. How do you make something pointing when you've only given it 2 toes? I figured it out. Little sassy pose. You can tell by the sketch, I was gonna make it like 1 leg up, 1 leg down, and then keeping in mind the other 4 legs. It's 4 legs total. I have to move one of these, so they're the leg doing what I want it to do. But the other legs just kind of dangle. They didn't have to. I could have put them on the leaf. Just dangling. That's fine. The point is just the bent knee. The 1 leg being a leggy, showing the bent knee. For the sake of this one joke, that's going to have to be explained in the comments, or the description of stuff, because very specific people know the phrase, This is the bee's knees. And only those specific people, and that's it. The leaf could stand to be a little bit bigger. I'm coloring them in. And by color, I mean, this is a black and white comic. They're all black and white. Every now and then I'll do a color version of something if I want to make it into merch. But otherwise, the comic itself is black and white. That keeps printing costs low when they become books. I do books of these. By the way, if you want a House by Durable collection of your very own, we're on book 3 now. But it just keeps everything kind of simple. And so I had to decide, well, what is black and white versus gray and white versus a lighter gray versus darker gray, yada yada yada. Everything has to be grays. Black, white, and gray. And I'm not showing you the whole thing, but I'm showing you the final. And there's the final. I don't see what's so great about this. In my head, this is so funny. Thank you for joining me. And rock on.